People at the age of 80...
if you can do it, why can't the other Western?
That's right. Why is always here a money subject?
Yeah. Setting Limits, Medical Goals in an Aging Society is the title of Daniel Callahan's attempt to get us to think about... can I just get this call? Are you there, caller?
I'm here.
Briefly.
Thank you. I'm a 27-year-old registered nurse. I just finished reading Daniel Callahan's Setting Limits, and I have to agree with everything he said. With the aging population, a growing percentage of your money is going to be taken out in taxes to support the elderly population as it gets older and older.
I don't have a lot of time.
I think half our problems will be solved if the system lets old guys like us work till they're 80.
A woman on her first visit to England encounters the ghost of a small child in tonight's story from Worlds Beyond at 4:05.
I enjoy some winter sports this time of year. I could sit for hours and watch them persevere. But the fruit and flakes of wheat in Fruit and Fibre's hard to beat.
It's the only bit of fun you'll get round here.
A bowl of Kellogg's Fruit and Fibre's really neat.
Lots of fruit and nuts and flakes of pure whole wheat.
Apples, hazelnuts, bananas, raisins, coconuts, sultanas.
It's one thing you can be sure goes down a treat.
115 years ago, we started a photographic business. We made Japan's first ever camera. Today, we believe we've made the world's best color print film. Konica SRV100, the latest development from the world's oldest photographic company.
When you've missed the machine, you can get clothes clean by hand with new Ariel Rapide. In the few seconds it takes to dissolve, it's turned your sink into a washing machine. Ariel Rapide cleans so thoroughly, and it rinses so quickly. It's easier to get it clean without a machine with new Ariel Rapide.
At British Telecom, we handle 70 million calls a day. From the smallest village to the busiest city, we're there. We bring together the busy, the lonely, the sad, the happy, the young and the old. We carry the news, both good and bad, momentous and trivial. A phone call is sometimes longed for, sometimes dreaded, but rarely ignored. As a company, we deal with technology of staggering complexity. But what we do is essentially simple.
Say you, say me.
Where distance divides, we unite.
Say it together, naturally.
British Telecom. It's you we answer to.
Next on Central, life at an English boarding school is not as tranquil as it seems to the outside world in Walk a Crooked Path, our movie which follows these news headlines from ITN.
A fire on a helicopter has prompted fresh criticism of safety standards in the North Sea oil industry a week after the Piper Alpha rig disaster. 21 men escaped when an engine caught fire on an S-61 Sikorsky helicopter, bringing oil men from the Turnfield back to Sombra in Shetland. The pilot ditched in the sea 17 miles off Lerwick. Tim Nielsen reports.
Department of Transport investigators are now trying to find out why an engine caught fire on the Sikorsky helicopter. 2 Shetland Coast Guard rescue helicopters were quickly dispatched from their base at Sombra. A lifeboat from Lerwick also raced to the scene. They arrived to find the pilot had made a textbook sea landing once the engine fire began to take hold. The helicopter sank. The men were winched to safety within 30 minutes of the incident. They arrived back in Aberdeen, many angry at how a routine journey almost ended in tragedy. The same Sikorsky made another emergency sea landing 8 years ago after a gearbox failure. Now questions are again being asked about safety.
The sheer weight of evidence now shows that the safety regime in the North Sea is in a shambles.
The task of clearing the huge backlog of holiday flights to Europe is underway after Greek air traffic controllers ended their dispute over pay and conditions. Some people have waited 30 hours for flights and thousands are still waiting. According to airport authorities, it'll be tomorrow, Friday, at the earliest before flights are back to normal. 200 schoolchildren from Blackburn in Lancashire have shared a stage in America with the rock singer Sting. They were in a musical written by two of their teachers in aid of the pop star's battle to save the South American rainforests. Ken Reese from Washington reports.
Sting took time out to live with the Indians of the Amazon jungle. He committed himself to save them and the forests after his pilot flew him home over what seemed to be a desert. The songs are touching and catchy in turn and tell of the people and plants of the vanishing forest. To the children, the message is clear.
To make people aware of what they're doing to their trees and the Indians aren't doing anything to anyone, but we are going and killing them off.
I'll be back with more news a little later in the morning.
Now on Central, Tenniel Evans and Faith Brooke walk a crooked path.